Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. The Viking here, of course, and yesterday was a big day for news got to do with Disney Plus content and of course theatrical stuff. Also from the Disney Investor Day, which caused a big stir on social media in a huge positive way. So much Star Wars content coming, so much Marvel stuff, so much animated features, some reboots as well. But this video will be breaking down all of the new Marvel content that we will get in 2021, 2022, 2023, not only on Disney Plus, but on the big screen. And they put a big emphasis on the big screen on the theatrical release. Probably a little dig at Warner Brothers for the big mess that they've made and the big controversy they've made with big directors coming out and calling them out for what they did about lying to all their talent. So I think eventually the Disney Plus stuff will have movies on it that were supposed to hit theaters. I think Black Widow is a big possibility. They're still saying that it's going to hit theaters, but I think that could end up being on Disney Plus, maybe at the same time as well. But they weren't going to come out a few days after Warner Brothers messed up and said the exact same thing. They're going to let Warner Brothers take the heat on that one, which rightfully so. They're in competition. They're two businesses, and Warner Brothers kind of caused a bit of a commotion for themselves. But let's break down all this stuff. So the Disney Plus series, WandaVision, of course, we're all looking forward to WandaVision. You can see my trailer reaction on the channel to that as well. It's coming out in January 15th. Not too long after Christmas, won't be long. WandaVision, the first Marvel Studio show coming out on Disney Plus. Got a new trailer ahead of its upcoming January 15th release. And the trailer, I broke it down. I liked it. I did. Not as good as the first one, but I still love the music choice. Looks like there's going to be a lot of interesting new elements brought to the comic book genre. In terms of live action, really interested in that. And big rumours that there's going to be a massive action scene maybe in the last episode. It's going to be 6 episodes, but we don't have too long to wait for that. I'm looking forward to it. As I said, Elizabeth Olsen glows on screen. It's great to see Paul Bettany back in the role. She's losing her mind and she's creating this kind of false reality that she always wanted. A family with Vision and kids and all that stuff. But of course, Vision is dead. But she's creating this false reality. Is this a town she has under her control? What exactly is going on? Looks like the military is trying to stop her in some way, but she's going to be too powerful. And Kevin Feige did say that Spider-Man 3 and Doctor Strange 2, they all link together with WandaVision. So it looks like it's a trilogy per se of this story, which I can't wait for. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier also got a trailer. And it's coming out in March, not too long either. So it looks like we're going to be living in a world where we have Disney Plus shows of Star Wars, The Mandalorian, whether it be Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then when that finishes, you have a Marvel show. When that finishes, you have a Star Wars show. So we're going to have something to watch and talk about every single week from Disney Plus, and that's why they're going to be one of the most successful streaming services out there. Of course, Netflix is still the big dogs, but Disney Plus is doing a pretty good job engaging with their audiences. The trailer for this, also on the channel, the reaction to that. The trailer was okay, probably the weakest of the 4 trailers that we got. Didn't really show much, just showed a lot of action sequences, not too much telling on the story or anything like that, and that is a surprise since it's coming out in March, but I'm sure there'll be another trailer. I'm not convinced in the chemistry between Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan, but we'll have to wait and see on that also. And yeah, it's going to be a big emphasis, of course, on Captain America being gone, and these two guys trying to take up the mantle of the Shield. A lot of weight to take on, but I'm sure it'll be a good show, and it'll probably be in line with Winter Soldier, which was a great movie. A first look at Loki, Disney's highly anticipated short series based on Tom Hiddleston's God of Mischief character. The show also got a May 2021 release. So we got WandaVision in January. We've got The Falcon and Winter Soldier in March, and then in May we've got Loki. So these shows are going to come thick and fast, and we're going to be eating good for the next few months, definitely. And this is my most anticipated of all the shows. The trailer was not like anything I was expecting. It looked completely different. I don't know exactly what the story is, but it brought a certain kind of mystery to it. Owen Wilson looks great. Tom Hiddleston looks like he's having a lot of fun, and it looks like he's going to be doing a lot of interesting things. Looks like he's in some sort of prison as well that he has to break out of. It looks like he's doing some sort of heist as well. We got a Thor reference too. So how many other Marvel characters will appear in the show? Could Chris Hemsworth come into it? But a May 2021 release date isn't too far away, and the trailer got me hyped. As I said, probably the best trailer that has come out of the Investors Day. Hawkeye is premiering on Disney Plus in late fall 2021. We've seen set photos, of course, of Haley Steinfeld. Confirmed finally, but we've seen set photos from the last week that she was going to be in the show. I'm looking forward to this one. I really like her. I really liked her in Bumblebee. She's got a nice presence, kind of a lovely, bubbly presence when she's on screen. And Jeremy Renner in the role has kind of come around to me. I didn't really like him in the Avengers 1 or 2, but in the last few outings he's had, he's really warmed on me. And hey, Steinfeld confirmed by Kevin Feige, of course, confirmation on that. But there's an interesting character I'll get to when we get to that a character that wasn't confirmed yet, but Hawkeye is also coming in 2021, so that is 4 shows. Let's move on to What If, the animated feature. I did a trailer reaction to that on the channel as well. An animated series from Marvel Studios that features the voice casting of many Marvel Cinematic Universe stars, and also got a new trailer that offers the first look at the upcoming series. So this one basically, what if Captain America was a woman? What if Captain Marvel was a man? Stuff like that. That's what you can do with this show. I think one of the stories they're going to be doing is what if T'Challa was found by Michael Rooker's character and he became Star-Lord. And that's one of the elements they're going to do. They're going to do good Doctor Strange versus bad Doctor Strange. I actually wasn't too interested. I don't see the point of doing a what if show because we have the live action adaptations of these characters. What's the point of doing a what if? But I actually say that the trailer did get me interested. The animation style really stands out, and I will definitely check this out when it comes out. It didn't say if it's 2021 or 2022, but when it comes around, I'll definitely do some reviews of it because the trailer got me interested and I wasn't too interested before. Let's move on to the next point. Feige also announced 3 new series coming to Disney+. Ironheart, set to star Demick Tomei, engineering protege Riri Williams. Armor Wars, which examines one of Tony Stark's biggest fears, and stars Don Cheadle, who was reprising his role as Colonel James Rhodey Rhodes. And Secret Invasion, the previously rumoured Nick Fury-led series that will see Samuel L. Jackson reprise his role as the S.H.I.E.L.D. director alongside Ben Mendelsohn's Skull shapeshifter Talos. No release dates for the new projects were announced. So let's break these down. So we got Ironheart, which seems to be a young girl who is going to be a young girl Iron Man. Right now, I'm not too excited for it. Maybe when the trailer comes out and we get a first look, I will be, but it's going to be like a mini Iron Man Jr., even though Spider-Man himself, Tom Holland, is called that in a lot of his movies. But that should be something interesting, something different, so probably a demographic towards the young children who are interested in these characters. So I'm sure it'll be okay, but I'm not too interested in it yet. The one I am interested in is Armor Wars. Now, Don Cheadle, I like him as Rhodey, I really do. He doesn't get a lot of screen time at times, but when he does, I think he really brings a nice feeling to the screen. His show, this kind of looks at what if Tony Stark's inventions got in the wrong hand, and that's what Tony Stark's biggest fear was in Iron Man 1. It looks like that's going to be continued on with Don Cheadle, but I'm actually looking forward to that show. His own show for himself. I'm sure Don Cheadle can do an amazing job. He's a great actor, and him to get his own show is pretty good, so I'm looking forward to that. Secret Invasion seems like a really cool one with Nick Fury. Of course, the last time we seen Nick Fury was that he was in space, and he was being kind of scrolled, or someone else was in shape-shifting as him in Far From Home, and I actually didn't really like that element. And I know that Ben Mendelsohn's a great actor and he's a Skull, but I didn't like him in Captain Marvel whatsoever. I really didn't. I didn't like Captain Marvel. So that show, the only reason I'm looking forward to it is because of Samuel L. Jackson. I don't like the look or the makeup design of the Skrulls whatsoever. It doesn't do anything for me, but I will watch it because Samuel L. Jackson. It's going to be great to see him kick some ass again in whatever capacity. Marvel Studios chief Kevin Feige also gave some casting updates on the already announced Moon Knight, She-Hulk and Miss Marvel. Notably, Tatiana Maslany will play the lead role in She-Hulk. Now, she has said in the past that she was not She-Hulk. She's probably just messing with fans and stuff like that. But she will be She-Hulk. With Mark Ruffalo's Bruce Banner also set to appear, while Miss Marvel star Iman Vellani's Kamala Khan will appear in Captain Marvel 2. Feige knows that the shows will continue to interweave with the greater Marvel Cinematic Universe. And an interesting aspect about the She-Hulk show is not only will it have She-Hulk, not only will it have Hulk, but Abomination is set to come back with Tim Roth coming back to the role. That's pretty cool. Remember the 2008 Incredible Hulk film, which starred Ed Norton, and it's a movie that is canon, but they kind of ignore it a lot in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Mark Ruffalo, of course, is now the new Hulk, but it's cool that they're bringing back Abomination with Tim Roth. I'm looking forward to that. He's a great actor, and him come back into the role with a She-Hulk. Now, there is reports that it's going to have a lot of Hulks, multiple Hulks, that She-Hulk and Hulk will not be the only Hulks that will be in it. It's going to be a very Hulk-centered show, with also some rumours that Matt Murdock, Daredevil himself, Charlie Cox from the Netflix series could appear in this, and he's strongly rumoured to appear in Spider-Man 3, probably as a lawyer, because the She-Hulk character is a lawyer as well. So that's interesting. Captain Marvel 2, I am not too interested in it yet. There is a new director, and I will give that film the light of day. I will watch it when it comes out because of a new director, so it might bring something new and interesting. But right now, I'm not too excited. Brie Larson, for me, is a great actress. I love her in many things, but as Captain Marvel, she is yet to convince me, and I didn't really like her in Endgame either. But all these shows will connect with the big screen show movies as well. It's all going to intertwine for a big Marvel Cinematic Universe. Marvel Studios is working on a new Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special for Disney Plus, due out in 2022. That will be directed by James Gunn. The special will film alongside the Guardians of the Galaxy 3, also directed by Gunn, and set the release for 2023. There's also an I Am Groot series of short films starring Groot. So let's break this down. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I'm looking forward to. I like the first two Guardians of the Galaxy. I like James Gunn as a director, and I'm glad that he's doing the Suicide Squad film that's coming out in August 2021, which will be on streaming and also theaters at the same time. He's also right now working on a Peacemaker show with John Cena. I think they're filming that as well, so that's going to be pretty interesting. Then he hops back over to Marvel to do a holiday special for Guardians of the Galaxy, which I'm sure will be funny. James Gunn is very good with comedy. The Guardians of the Galaxy cast has great chemistry and all that stuff, so I'm sure that will work. But Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I'm sure, is going to be really, really big and will tie in big to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And we know the Guardians of the Galaxy will appear in Thor 4, so I wonder will Thor do a favour and come up in Volume 3 as well. But an I Am Groot show, I don't know if it's animated or live action, if we'll see the other Guardians of the Galaxy characters in it. But look, that's another kind of Baby Yoda scenario. It sells a lot of merchandise for Disney, so it makes sense for them to do a show. And I'm sure it will be funny. As always, I hope Rocket's in it because they've got a great connection, those two characters. Now let's get on to the movies. Feige confirmed that Black Panther 2 will not recast Chadwick Boseman's King T'Challa. The film, set to be directed by Ryan Coogler, is still set for July 2022, and of course they're probably rewriting the script and all that kind of stuff as well. Of course, the sadly passed away Chadwick Boseman. He will appear in What If, the animated feature. He lent his voice to that. I'm glad they're not recasting. I think they should implement it into the story. I think they should have T'Challa in the film in some capacity. Maybe he dies in battle or something like that, and we follow whether it be Shuri or another character. But I think they should deal with trying to live up to what Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa meant, what he lived for. I think that should be an internal battle that the new characters should go through, whoever's going to be Black Panther again. I think they should implement it into the story. Maybe you disagree, maybe you think they should recast, maybe you think they should ignore, maybe they should do a Paul Walker where he just goes off into the sunset and lives happily ever after. But honestly, for me, I think they should implement it into the story and have someone else take up the mantle, and find it hard to deal with that and to live up to what Chadwick Boseman's legacy is as the character. But also I think it should be a tribute to Chadwick Boseman himself. I think Ryan Coogler will do a pretty good job. But July 2022, that is set to come out. A third Ant-Man film, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, not the best title, but of course a title doesn't mean a film is going to be good or bad, is officially in development. Peyton Reed will return to direct. He did an episode of The Mandalorian this season as well, as will Paul Rudd, Evangelina Lilly, I love her from Lost, Michael Douglas and Michelle Pfeiffer. Quantumania will also introduce Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror, one of the Marvel's biggest villains. So that's pretty cool. Will Kang the Conqueror be the next baddie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Will he be the next Thanos? I know a lot of people are raving about Jonathan Majors because he was in that Lovecraft Country show, and a lot of people really like him. I've seen him in other things as well. He's a pretty good actor. But the Ant-Man movies, I haven't watched them from start to finish. I've seen bits here and there. I love Paul Rudd, so I should really sit down and watch them from start to finish. People say number 2 was terrible, but I don't know. I'll sit down and I'll watch them someday. But the title isn't the greatest, but it's cool that they're bringing in a big villain, and it looks like Ant-Man 3 could be really, really important. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness will tie into both the upcoming WandaVision and Sony and Marvel's third Spider-Man movie. The studio also confirmed that Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange, will be appearing in the still unnamed Spider-Man sequel. So no casting announcement yet for Spider-Man 3. Of course, that's a Sony property, and maybe they want to do it in their own time. That's coming out in December 2021. But yeah, Doctor Strange 2, I'm looking forward to it because it's directed by Sam Raimi, the man who did the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, and it's going to be all tied together. Yeah, so that's interesting stuff there. We don't know the name of the Spider-Man sequel yet, but I'm sure Sony will want to do that in their own right. Finally, Marvel Studios is developing a new Fantastic Four movie. So this was the big one. Now, John Watts, the director of Spider-Man Homecoming and Spider-Man Far From Home, will be directing Fantastic Four. You know my opinion on those two Spider-Man movies. They're okay, good movies. They're nothing special. And I would have liked someone else different to be brought into the MCU to do that kind of movie, but maybe there's a reason. Maybe it might suit him. Maybe he does a great job in Spider-Man 3 and just saw Kevin Feige looking at him thinking he could do a great Fantastic Four movie. We don't know the cast, we don't know when the release date is, but it's probably going to be a while from now. It won't be 2021, it won't be 2022, maybe the end of 2023 going into 2024. But a Fantastic Four movie is finally coming. No word yet on the X-Men movies. I wonder how they're going to implement that, but I'd say it's going to be a while before they do. They'll probably get over this phase. The Blade movie, of course, is still coming as well, but no other new developments. But so those are all interesting stuff, guys, that's coming to Disney Plus and in the theatrical experience for Disney and the Marvel Cinematic Universe in the future. What are you looking forward to the most? What are you excited for? Look, I'm looking forward to the Disney Plus shows that we're going to get in the next few months, especially WandaVision, especially Loki. And on the big screen, Spider-Man 3 is probably the one I'm really looking forward to. I'm interested to see what to do with Black Panther 2, but this Marvel Phase 4, I think it is, the theatrical movies aren't probably headliners like Phase 2 or Phase 3, but I'm sure they'll be okay movies. Doctor Strange 2 has the potential of being really great as well, with Sam Raimi coming in. Hopefully he gets to do his thing. And the Fantastic Four movie, it's crazy. Since what, 2005 or 2004, we have had 3 Fantastic Four movies. And by the time this comes out, it'll probably be 20 years. That'll be 4 movies in 20 years, Fantastic Four, with 3 different casts. So that's pretty crazy as well, and nobody was able to crack it yet. Maybe Marvel will, maybe they won't. I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. Guys, get in the comments, let me know your thoughts on everything that came out of the Disney Investor Day. Did you like it? What got you excited for 2021 or 2022, or for Disney Plus or the theatrical experience? Let me know in the comments below. Give a like, I appreciate it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you are subscribed, I appreciate you guys watching my videos. And guys, have a good day. Let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to. Let's go. It looks like it's going to be an exciting time for us fans.